Hello dear, we are trying to connect, talking with the spirits about the Idaho 4 serial killing of Idaho 4 students in campus, Idaho University campus in Moscow. Undergraduate student Madison Morgan Kelly Goncalves, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. As well, we're trying to ask them for guidance about the new suspected just arrested on Friday as well. Today, having a hearing, right now happening a hearing in Pennsylvania where he was arrested, Brian Koberger. Dear spirits, can you connect us, dear spirits, to Idaho 4 students that were stabbed 13 of November, dear spirits? Madison, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan, please talk with us. We are trying, guys, to connect with the ghost.
Father.
What about father? What about the Brian Koberger father, right? Is that correct? Because I have a father card here about Brian, because in front of me, guys, I done just 5 minutes before this session opening about Brian Koberger questions, all that you have sent me. And this is at the moment here, everything that you see, it's a reading around the Brian Koberger, him, his father involvement, and the team worker who was there. So what about father, dear spirits? Thank you for being with us.
Bite.
What about father bite? Please? I heard bite, guys, like giving them the wrong thing, giving them a bite, not all the story. What about father? Does father knows what happened inside of the house of Idaho 4? Was father really waiting for Brian Koberg in the car while Brian was inside of the house? Is that correct or no? Because look at, guys, the father made this of Brian Koberger arrested in Pennsylvania, literally that he was inside of the car, that white Hyundai was, there is a statement the father made that he was driving and Brian Koberger was driven by father.
Heaven.
What about? Please, dear spirits, help us out. We're trying to connect to Madison, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan. Let's see. I'm having, guys, first answer, yes, the father was taking the responsibilities, being afraid of judgment of surrounding, and yes, he brought it to a light. He brought it to a statement public that he was there. 1 second as well. There is definitely a trick around this information that's coming from a Koberger house. What's the trick? Because I see a tower and literally giving them a bite of information, like to keep them just on a wrong track. That's what I feel. First of all, whatever father make a statement, he's just afraid of a judgment of surrounding. But was he really here? I'm going
Coffin.
to... Coffin? What about coffin? What about coffin? There is a coffin in the house. Is there a coffin in Koberger house? In the past. Was there a necrophilia in the past in this house of Koberger? Was there? Wow, there will be literally, wow. There will be, look at, guys, there will be a proof, there will be a news of the media exposed, literally brought to a light. Wow, look at it, and I have now confirmation with my, wow. Protection, sage protection here as well. Let me just light more this. 1 second, guys. Definitely around the house of Brian.
Behind you.
Thank you, dear spirits. Please stay with us. Madison, Kaylee, Xana, and Ethan Chapin, please give us some on the ghost box, give us some note details that we can help out this reading or this specific reading. As well, guys, do check up on my playlist of more than 500 videos. There is at least 5 of videos dedicated to Idaho 4, so you can check out the rest of the videos from a start of investigation. Thank you for being with us as well, guys. I feel chilled like confirmation. Yes, the spirits with us as well. Literally, wow. Can you introduce Madison, Kaylee, Xana, Ethan, or whoever is talking instead of them, instead of Idaho 4 students? Please do introduce. One second, let me open one candle, guys, as well. Doom. What was doomed? Doomed, yes. What was doomed? Something was doomed. Definitely doomed house. Was the house doomed? Was it a house doomed? Just got from a ghost box doomed. Doomed. Was it a house doomed or a family doomed? Is it a Koberger family doomed? Is it Brian Koberger innocent? Higher. Is it Brian Koberger innocent? Is it Brian Koberger innocent? Wow. It's showing up, guys, that there is energy of trying to control the thing, giving the fake information, but as well, wow, trivium thing from his side. As well, I see it with other tarot deck on the start the same. Like there is a trivial information, fake information, as well, literally giving a little bit of fake information, but not giving everything higher and higher. Like go around this idea, dear spirits. And why this betrayal? Because as Teresa. Well, thank you, Teresa. Thank you for being with us. Teresa, can you talk instead of Idaho 4? Can you talk? Sorry, guys, I have here the sage. As well, guys, the question about was he age addicted? Was he drug addicted? Brian Koberger right now during the studies. There is a proof. There is a proof of that. Literally, I asked that question, and I'm going in a short version literally to show you in TikTok and here a short version on YouTube with position of the cards. So yes, there is a proof. There is evident proof from a doctor that he has some as well, unfortunately, drug condition, and as well was he trying to fix this because this was something that he was dragging from a past. Was it from a high school thing? And definitely something that he was trying to gain towards his success in the career now as adult, trying to build up the PhD, and something to put by side. Was it that there was a teaming up with the wrong people from the past, that they were in this circle? Let me see, because definitely there was, I'm repeating, there was a teamwork. This was not the one person work, and there is a teamwork as well. Why we have a betrayal here? Somebody who was a mastermind. There is a betrayal. Did somebody directly, whoever was, guys, there was information coming literally on this, was that Facebook platforms, that somebody said that there is like anonymous information statement that there is a guy, literally catch me if you can, in Pennsylvania. And was it literally that same person? Was that literally the same person? Or was it a betrayal? I do believe that this was literally betrayed directly from somebody. Wow. who was a mastermind, and he betrayed literally. He sent literally towards the Pennsylvania the FBI. But again, it's like a carrot bites, giving a piece of information, but not still clear. The case is still not still clear. Again, there is one more thing. Uh, there is information that Brian Koberger, again, he was a Washington University student that is just a 10 minutes away or 10 miles from the place where the crime was made, Moscow Can. So directly the question is, somebody make a statement in community of researching this case that Brian was literally coming to this street. He has literally a sister or a niece. Is that confirming, dear spirits? Was it a sister or his niece inside in the neighbor of niece? It seems like a niece, guys. Definitely somebody who was his sibling, was a neighbor of, wow, yes, a sibling. Look at, guys, yes. Is that the niece? Is this one, dear spirits? Yes, that's the one. So he was literally, guys, he was having a knowledge and map of this house, because going with his female sibling to this house, as she was a neighbor of this group of people. There were 6 people who were living in this house. He had a knowledge of being before in this house, and I confirmed this in the previous reading. So was the anonymous his niece, this sibling? Wow, look at released. I think yes, guys. Look at all the cards then. Was the anonymous the family member of Brian? Somebody who was holding information, somebody who saw him. Was anonymous one of the killers? Was anonymous one of the killers? Why still secret around this? Was it just a fake information on the internet? I see literally a trivial thing with this information. Niece. Again, guys, story around Susan and niece. Is Susan a cousin of Brian Koberger? Again, look at, guys, the team, the secret around the team, still not giving all the information. Dear spirits, is it a niece of Brian Koberger, the one who introduced him to one of the girls? Is it the niece that introduced him to one of the girls? Correct. But as well, the girl who didn't want to have anything with him. Like, was this like, wow, you're too old for me? I have just heard you're too old for me, because he was as well seen as a mature man. Wow. For them, these are the girls that are 20 years old and he was 28. Like, they didn't want to deal with him as well. Specifically, one girl that he tried to connect with her, she rejected him. I heard revenge served later. Wow, there is a strategy of revisit. Wow, look at. So he decided to revisit this girl, but with that revenge thing. Wow, look at. Specifically just one girl. He has a pick of one girl. And he literally made her offer before. So, was with Brian somebody else in the house? Was his father in the house? No, just travel. Was Brian not in the city during this crime?
Surgeon.
He walked away, guys. Look. So, who is the surgeon? Again, guys, has to be somebody who is a hunter or a surgeon, somebody who has done these things before, unfortunately. So, what about surgeon? Is it really some surgeon who was doing here this thing? Wow, there will be evidence on the court. Guys, think about this. Who is the surgeon in future?
Old.
Old guy. Wow, mature guy who is bringing a death. So, at this point, spirits, are you telling me that the Brian Koberger has nothing to do with this act? Is it Brian Koberger innocent? Is it Brian Koberger innocent? Guys, again, I'm always getting that there are two more guys. He was like a magician, having a mastermind, having idea while he was literally doing this research and talking with them. But there are two other.
Lady of the Night. Bite.
Lady of the Night. Bite. Did he kill somebody else? Is it the same killer of Idaho 4, somebody who killed Lady of the Night? I think it's that solution. Yes, guys, look at 9 of Pentacles. And unfortunately, I see that there is, wow, there is not enough evidence to keep Brian Koberger. That's what I see now. That is the crossroad. I'm just curious where this is going with the Pennsylvania hearing right now happening. So yes, I was daring to do this before the news coming up because I see that literally they...
Heaven.
Thank you, dear spirits, being with us. I hope in the future you're going to help us out again. Please rest in peace. Amen. Guys, definitely let's make evaluation of this last reading. So this was just a parallel with the ghost box and my in premeditation done the readings. So usually I do first in front of you the reading, but I have done so many readings about this case. So now today we will focus on the ghost box and as well plus mixing with my answers. And what I still see here, that still there is a team worker, still there are two people who have done this. And if literally Brian Koberger was researching this, being a mastermind of this group is still away. They are literally not there anymore, so don't be scared. They're literally on the run. And just be careful because they are watching and they are giving a wrong information online as well. That's what I see. As well, there is literally a trivial thing about that older guy. Yes, we had to be careful about this information. And the rest to check from the start. There is an answer about was he before or right now the drug addicted Brian Koberger as well. Was he traveling with his father that night of Thanksgiving, 13 November, that this crime happened. As well, the rest of the thing, was it teamwork? What was the people that he met? Was he really visiting this house with his female cousin? That's confirmed with from a ghost box. That's the only thing that was confirmed with the ghost box. As well, there's older gentleman that has to say something more. So we focus on these few things that the ghost box gave us a little bit of helping out for this puzzle around Idaho 4. So I hope this helps somehow investigation. And guys, let's have a closure. Let's pray that we are going to give a closure and justice will be served for Idaho 4 students.